How's everything going today, guys? My name is Copycat, and welcome to every glitch ever in Super Mario Odyssey. To make things easy, I'm going to split this video into two categories. Glitches that are patched and don't work anymore, and glitches that aren't and still work. To start things off, we'll look at the very first glitch I ever learned, the Talkatoo camera lock. What you needed to do to trigger this glitch was to throw Cappy towards Talkatoo at the exact same time that you talked to him, which would lock the camera in place. If you ran all the way to where Pauline stood and entered the band area, the outside colors would drastically change. Also, this could be combined with the jump rope challenge. If you ground pounded in that area, then quickly looked at Talkatoo. If you did this correctly, then Mario would lock in place, cheesing this challenge, which produced some really lopsided world records. On the darker side of the moon, there used to be a way to skip the entire final level by using the frog swimming glitch. This was actually extremely easy, as all you had to do was capture the frog in mid-air at the exact same time you bounced off its head. This would actually allow you to swim as the frog in mid-air in out-of-bounds areas, meaning you could actually head directly towards the Empire State Building and collect the final multi-moon. The time freeze glitch was really interesting, as all enemies, lava, and poison would become uncollidable, and the game around Mario would completely stop. To do this glitch, you had to capture a Goomba as soon as it walked over a 1-up heart. This could be done in several kingdoms and would actually soft lock the game. In the Seaside Kingdom, there used to be a really interesting way to use the Gushin to get out of bounds. This was done by ground pounding one, then waiting right on top of its respawn point. When it did spawn, you needed to capture it, which triggered the glitch, allowing you to pass through a lot of walls and barriers. I originally saw this trick in Luigi's Balloon World, so you can just imagine a lot of glitch balloons inside of walls. Another really popular out-of-bounds glitch that was exploited to no end in Luigi's Balloon World was the glide-on clip. If you captured the glide-on, then you could slowly maneuver it towards the corner of just about anything and phase its butt through that barrier. This worked pretty much in every single kingdom the glide-on appeared in. In any kingdom the dog appeared in, you were actually able to use him as an elevator. If you jumped on his head as soon as he also jumped, he would then be suspended in mid-air. This could also be strung together with the help of Cappy to get really high and reach some really interesting painting skips. There was also a way to get the dog to visually glitch out if you jumped on his back and hit a question mark block at the exact same time. This looks really weird and almost kind of wrong. There actually used to be a way you could permanently kill Mario and make him vanish into thin air. All you had to do was go to a specific piranha plant in the Luncheon Kingdom and kick the nearby rock into its mouth. Next, you needed to switch to 2-player mode and use Cappy to ground pound the plant while it's captured by Mario. This should have caused Mario and the plant to disappear, which is really cool, and the game will also soft lock. During the boss battle in the Seaside Kingdom, if you exited the Gushin and re-entered it as soon as it got bonked by the boss, then the Gushin would have the ability to infinitely jump upwards. This would, however, soft lock the game, but it's just interesting how high up you can actually go. In the Metro and Mushroom Kingdoms, you used to be able to use the scooter to get out of bounds if you angled it on a tree or a corner of a building. After a few tries and some wriggling, you'd be able to push through the wall or ground and explore the out of bounds areas. There actually used to be a way to skip the very first moon in the game that would cause some really strange things to happen. Instead of collecting the first power moon, you would swim to the left and parkour up the wall that actually allowed you to get through it with a small invisible gap. From here you could actually get right to the Madame Brood fight, but nothing actually really happens there. You can't progress until you go back and get the moon, or it just causes a lot of weird things to happen. Now that we've gone through all the patch glitches, we can now look at in the Snow Kingdom, if you capture the Cheat Sheep, you can get two really interesting things to happen. The first involves climbing up a very specific wall section that, if done properly, can even get you out of bounds. The second involves jumping while climbing the side of the mountain, and the Cheat Sheep will go into hyperspeed mode. Cool, huh? In the Cascade Kingdom, if you place a rock right by the edge of the cliff, then capture a chain jump and fling it towards the rock, it will really glitch out. If done properly, then you'll see the chain jump on the other side looking really weird. One of the oldest glitches that still sort of kind of works sometimes are the roll cancel out of bound clips. This works in several different kingdoms, and all you have to do is roll jump next to where you want to clip, then press Y and A to cancel that roll, which will sometimes push Mario through the wall. I say sometimes because it may take a very long time for this to finally work. In the Metro Kingdom, there's a series of capturable letters that can be used in several different interesting glitches. The first involves lining up either the I or R at the very edge of the grass, then getting the scooter and park it on the side of the M. Next, capture the M and move it closer to the letter you placed on the park's edge. If done correctly, then capturing that letter should allow you to take it out of its designated area where some interesting things can happen. This same thing can happen if you put the letter right in the middle of the street, then recapture it as soon as the taxi drives through it. You can use this same taxi glitch to move the RC car out of its designated area, which then can explore New Donk City if you capture its controller. With certain letters, you can also cheese the jump rope challenge by standing on top of them as soon as the counter starts. Finally, using the letter A, you can put it basically next to any wall and bank off its side to clip through it. If I left any glitch out involving these letters, then please let me know in the comments below. In the Luncheon Kingdom, if you enter Assist and 2-player mode, then you can continuously capture 2 Pabobos next to each other and glitch the game to make it look like Mario's surfing. This is really just a weird visual glitch, and not much else can be done with this. In the Iceberg Circuit race starting area, you can clip through the wall by jumping as the Chevarian racer, then exiting as Mario at its highest peak. This should push Mario through the wall, and you can then explore the entire area until you reach the racetrack, which should kill you. Sometimes. If you're lucky, it won't for some reason. In the Mushroom and Metro Kingdoms, you can get the scooter to moon bounce by angling it against the railing, then by jumping. If done right, the scooter will begin to bounce as if you were on the moon. If you capture the coin coffer in the Wooded Kingdom, then place it underneath an uproot and recapture it as soon as it's about to squish it, then you should be pushed through the level and into the deep woods below. An even more complex glitch can be achieved with the coin coffer if you open the seed containing the moon, then place the coffer on the sledge across from the Fire Bro. Make sure you're in assist mode and try to capture the coin coffer as soon as the Fire Bro comes in contact with it. If done correctly, then quickly capture the moon, and the game for some reason will glitch and think it has to send you back to a location that's safe. If Mario now captures an enemy, he will appear cloned on the screen. By capturing the Glidon, you can run off a slope, glide, then gently turn right or left while shaking the controller, and you should keep gaining height. With this glitch, you can actually reach the painting skip in the Sand Kingdom a lot earlier than intended. If you bring a rock towards a breakable platform in the Wooded Kingdom, then pick it up immediately before it hits the water, you should be able to throw it and have it float in mid-air. It gets even weirder if you throw it at an NPC, as it gets stuck on that character and will really start glitching out. In any kingdom that has a giant seed, or nut, however you see it, you can actually use it to get much higher in the air. What you have to do is dunk the nut in a body of water, then combo it in mid-air by throwing it, diving towards it, throwing it again, and so on and so on. This one is a bit tricky, but it could be used to get extremely high in the kingdom. In the Luncheon Kingdom, you can clip through the side of pretty much anything if you place a golden turnip in front of where you want to go through, then capture a pan bro. Next, you need to bounce off the turnip and jump right through the section of the wall into the out of bounds area. From here, you can check out things like secret unused areas and get moons a lot sooner than you should. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I really hope you did enjoy this one. If you did, please leave a like, comment below if I left any out, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys all have a good day and stay tuned next week for another video. Bye!